Secrets of how to get women addicted to you. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And P.S. and by the way, before I get started, if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the little bell below this video. That way, when I upload new videos, you won't miss out on all the fun. So this is a question that I got from a guy. He wanted to know, how do I become more attractive, basically? How do I stay on the women's radars? How do I become that guy that she just can't forget about? It's a real good question. And if you got questions, I got answers. So the first thing I would say, man, is you have to be aware of how you make a woman feel when she's around you. What I mean is, does she like herself better around you? Do you give her a unique experience? I didn't say the best experience. Do you give her a unique experience? Or are you just like every other guy? If something happens, maybe y'all have some tension. Maybe she tries to instigate things. Maybe she tries to argue. Do you do what most guys do? They just fly off the handle. Flip out. She's yelling. You yelling too. No, you don't want to do that. You can't help how people respond, but you can control how you respond. You know what I'm saying? So when you're around a woman, you want to pay attention to how you make her feel. This is not about kissing butt either. That's a video for another day. I'm not talking about kissing butt. I'm talking about, do you see something in her that she don't see? That's what I'm talking about. Because 9 times out of 10, she ain't coming from a place where she got all this love and support and her family and friends are cheering on and giving her all the love and affection and they're her biggest fans. No. 9 times out of 10, most people ain't coming from that. I'm telling you right now. And most women you meet are not a finished product. They're gonna be flawed. There's gonna be some things about her that you're just not gonna like. But you can work on that. If you see something in her that she don't see, and she's willing to listen, but she has to have enough respect for you to listen. And you have to figure out the best way to communicate with her. You have to figure out that you can't communicate with everybody the same. There's some people, unfortunately, you have to be direct and firm. And some people you can be passive. It just depends. Some people grew up with different communication styles. Some you might have to sweet mac the chick. Some women you can sweet mac. And then some women that ain't gonna work so well. It just depends. But how do you make her feel? Because see, women, you have to connect with them emotionally first before you go anywhere, before anything happens. Us guys, we don't gotta do that. We connect after we smash. That's how it usually goes. That's how we feel. We smash first, then we start to feel something for you. That's how it usually goes. Women are different. It's all about how they feel. So that's the first thing. And the next thing I would say is you got to maintain your masculine frame as much as possible. Now I know there's no perfect end-all be-all solution. You're not going to be your best all the time. I realize that. We're only human. but you have to maintain your masculine frame. What that means is if she's yelling and screaming, don't you join in. Don't start yelling and screaming along with her. That ain't gonna work. But that ain't gonna work. That's not gonna solve anything anyway. If you start yelling and screaming, just like she is, if it's like you have to lead by example. You can't say one thing and do another. That's what women do. Women do that all the time. And they don't think anything wrong with it. So if she see you basically acting like her, she gonna lose respect for you. So that's not gonna work. Do what you do and say what you say and say what you do and do it. Basically it. If you're gonna do something, you have to stand on it, take responsibility for it, and if it don't work, you still have to stand on it, take responsibility for it. Because 9 times out of 10, your woman ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna take responsibility for no failures. If it don't work out, it's your fault. It's gonna be your fault if it don't work out. Now, if it does work out, and if she had very little to do with it, she gonna take full responsibility for it. 9 times out of 10. This is usually how this works. I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing because, I don't like a lot of attention. I don't like being in the spotlight. So she can have that. She can have the attention, being out in the spotlight and getting attention from other people. She can have that. I don't want all that. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with it if need be. But if it was up to me, I would just be behind the scenes. If it was up to me, so she can have it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just gotta stay in your masculine frame. Try not to get upset for any little thing. Don't let little things bother you. Try to do as much things together as a couple as possible. Because if either you're growing together or you're dying. That's how it is. This is why a lot of people grow apart. Because it's like they're not doing anything together. They just live together. But they're not really together. Mentally, spiritually, financially, etc. So you gotta maintain your masculine frame and lead. Lead by example. Lead and when I say lead by example, I'm talking like as your wife is watching you, if you got kids, they watching you, you gotta lead by example. Forget all this do as I say, not as I do crap. It doesn't work. If you don't do that, then you're gonna raise your kids are gonna be snowflakes. They're gonna crack under pressure if you don't lead by example. And then your woman gonna end up resenting you and disrespecting you. And see, here's the deal. What happened 5-10 years ago, it don't matter. It matters to us, but it don't matter to women. I hate to break it to you. That's how it is. Women have short-term memory. They do. I swear they'll forget everything we did. If it's something good, something positive, they'll forget about it quick. But if it's something bad we did, oh boy, they'll remember that forever. Boy, you be 10, 20 years might go by. She's still talking about that. And she only bring it up when you do something she don't like. That's the only time she bring up the negative stuff. When you do something she don't like. Now, as long as you're doing stuff that she likes, she'll never bring up that old stuff. It's for us, that sounds crazy. Because to us, we're thinking like, man, that's a long time ago, man. Just let that stuff go. That's how women are. That's how they are. You know? That's how it is, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Ask any man that's lived with a woman, been with a woman, or married to a woman for a long time. He'll tell you. The stuff that he done 5, 10, 15 years, she still remembers. If it's something negative, she still remembers, bro. She only brings it up if something bad happens in the present. It's crazy, man, but it's true. And the last thing I would say, man, you can get a woman hooked on you. You give her good sex. Yeah, if you bring that thunder, I'm telling you, it goes a long way, bro. You know, cause see, to get to a woman heart, you go through a womb. You know what I'm saying? Go through a vagina, basically. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm keeping it 100, keeping it simple. So that's how you get the woman's heart. But if you're not the right type of guy, it's not gonna work. You have to be consciously forward-thinking guy that understands how women operate and how they see things, and you have to understand their hormones, and you have to understand your woman too, because your woman is completely different from every other woman. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand her on a level where she don't even understand. Because I've come to believe that most women don't really know who they are, and they don't really know what they're capable of. You know, this is why I always say the quality of relationship you have is going to be dictated upon the type of guy you are. This is why I always say it starts with you and ends with you. So the best guy you can be is going to be brought upon the best woman you can attract. And when you get that woman, it's gonna take a lot for you to maintain that relationship. It's gonna take, you have to consistently work on things as an individual and as a couple. But if you're not mentally strong enough as a man, you're probably not going to make it in long-term relationships with women, because it takes a lot. Because the reason why it takes a lot is because there's so many distractions in this society. That's why it takes a lot. There's too many distractions, and you have to consistently talk to your woman. Consistently. I'm talking like whatever you do, you send texts, you talk to each other every day. You have to have intimate, deep conversation. You don't have to be all the time, but I would say at least once a week. You have to make sure y'all on the same page. That's what I would say. And your woman sexually, she should be lusting for you sometimes. I didn't say all the time, but sometimes. If you have to initiate sex all the time, that's not a good sign there, man. You know, if you have to negotiate, if you have to ask, it's not a good sign there, man. You shouldn't have to ask. If you live with a woman, you shouldn't have to ask. I'm sorry. Some people disagree with that. You shouldn't have to ask. You shouldn't have to. all I do is just grab her and start playing with her. That's all I do. And I've been like this for 20 years. You know. Now in certain situations, if it's certain environments permits itself, I get that. But I'm saying if you're at your house, your home, a place where y'all live at, and you got to consistently ask all the time and negotiate and beg, no. Something has happened. You've done something wrong, bro. She lost attraction for you. Something happened. And this is not an overnight thing. This is something that's more than likely has been going on for a couple months, a couple years, or something like that. And you know, mostly it's something that the guy has done in most cases. You know, or he was just with the wrong woman in the first place. He shouldn't have got with that woman in the first place. That's what it usually is. You know what I'm saying? It could be a combination of things, but that stuff doesn't happen overnight. That's usually a long-term thing that relationship just fell off. But in some cases, in certain cases, you can reestablish and bring that relationship back to life. I've done that twice in my life with two different women. You know, a lot of times life gets in the way and things happen, and you know, but you got to get your stroke game on, man. And if you need some help with that, get at me, man. Check out my Patreon. Check out my Patreon. I talk about this stuff on my Patreon. Click the link below and get on my Patreon. I talk about stuff like that. I talk about stuff that's very deep and intimate that I wouldn't normally give out to the public. So hey, if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the little bell below. Next time I upload a new video, you won't miss out on the fun. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!